I'm Rob Marino here with Sentry Equipment.
And I'm Angelo D'Ambrosio.
And today we're going to be making another ice cream in our Recipe for Success series. Today's ice cream is going to be vanilla cake fudge with Heath bar crunch. Pretty simple recipe. We have our vanilla ice cream mix. We have our cake fudge, which we're actually going to weave in as the product comes out. And then we also have our Heath bar crunch, which we're going to pour in as our product comes out. So the recipe of what we're going to put in our batch machine is very simple. It's just going to be our 5 quarts of vanilla ice cream mix. We're using a 14% butterfat mix, and we are going to add a little bit of vanilla extract in there. So I'll have Angelo go ahead and add that in. So we added our 2 ounces of vanilla extract in. Angelo's going to whip that up. And today for our production, we're going to be using our B12V batch freezer. Now the difference between this batch freezer and some of our other batch freezers is it has a meter that measures the speed of the motor, which is adjustable from a high speed to a lower speed. And it also has a viscosity section. So this viscosity meter will allow us to serve different products at different viscosities and use that viscosity as a guide in the operation of the machine. So, for example, in our actual setting, it's going to read the viscosity of the ice cream. And this ice cream that we're making should be a viscosity around, let's say, 50 to 55, okay? Now, sometimes you may have to determine your recipes to determine what the right thickness and heaviness of that ice cream is when you want to take it out. But I'm going to say about 50, 55. So we can monitor it. Once it gets to 50, 55, and we're happy with it, we can take the product out. We can also set the viscosity. So the viscosity we could set at, let's say, 50 or 51. Let's say we set, so viscosity we could set at, let's say, 50. Now the machine is going to run until it gets to that viscosity with the ice cream, and then the compressor is going to shut off. So it's getting to the viscosity that we set and we determine. As I said, you may need to make your ice creams, make your Italian ice, make your gelato to get the viscosity settings that fit best for your recipe, and then you could utilize that in the operations. So it's a pretty neat feature. So for this one, we're actually going to just monitor the viscosity as we make it, and the RPMs we're going to run right in the middle. We can run at a super high RPM, which is about 230. We can run at a lower RPM, which is about 130. The lower the RPM, the lower the overrun. Overrun is percentage of air in the product. So we're going to get this started, and I'm going to run at about 180 RPMs right in the middle, and then I'm going to explain it to you. So let's get this started, Ange.
Turn our dasher on. Then turn our refrigeration. Our light will come on for our compressor, and we start our timer.
So I'm going to set my RPMs right at about 180. And that is right in the middle of the capability of this machine. And let me explain to you how the speed of the motor affects the product. If I want a lower overrun product, and overrun is the percentage of air in ice cream or gelato or ice or anything you're doing, the less air, more mix, higher quality. But we do need to put some air into it. Air is an important ingredient in the ice cream. What the right amount of air depends on your recipe, okay? You can serve a product that's for a 14% butterfat product as low as 60% overrun. You can go as high as 120% overrun. For me, I target about a 70-75% overrun, which I'm going to get at this RPM. If I wanted less air, I could turn down the speed on that dial, and it'll give me, through regular operation, it'll incorporate and fold less air into it. If I wanted more air, if I wanted to blow it up more, I can go even higher on the dial and maybe get double my yield. So I have customers who make money at both ends of the spectrum. There's no right or wrong answer. It's what you want for your recipe, your store, and your customer.